To quote Michael Douglas's character in the movie Wall Street, Gordon Gekko, when it comes to jobs and AI, I believe the majority of us are walking around blind without a cane, pal. Speaking of jobs in the U.S. economy, let's enjoy this job growth while it lasts. And I think this is the official welcome to the have-to real estate market. Welcome back to This Week in Mortgage, everybody. My name is Sam Battaglia at Mortgage Black in Beverly Hills. I hope you had a great week. Jack Welch, I'm going to quote him again, once said, "If your job does not contain emotion, consider it obsolete." Well, now artificial intelligence is starting to contain some emotion, believe it or not. If you talk to a business owner, big or small, their number one expense is people. Oddly enough, the number one thing they want to get rid of is people. People have been trying to get rid of people since the beginning of time, and artificial intelligence is going to allow for this. So let me game this out a little bit. Let's say there's 30 employees at a mortgage company, for example, in a certain department. My belief is this: within the next 2 years, those 30 employees are going to turn into 10 employees, the top 10 people from that department. Those 10 employees are going to be heavily trained on AI and to use that AI that they've been trained on to replace their coworkers, the other 20 employees. Essentially, they're going to fire them. And these 10 people are essentially going to be AI managers, which are humans watching over AI and the final steps of the finished project to make sure it meets the grade of whatever it's being looked at. So now these jobs are going to be extremely specialized based on having a very broad knowledge base of being able to manage AI. This is going to help a few things, but not to scale. Those people with those 10 remaining jobs, because they're going to be so specialized, are going to be highly in demand, and they're going to take a little bit of that money that they saved from firing those 20 people and give those 10 people a raise. So we are going to get our wage inflation. It's just not going to be to scale to support the economy. As we know, the U.S. consumer is 70% of the U.S. economy. We need jobs to continue consuming at that pace. This is not going to end well for about 60% of workers, and it really is time to earn your keep and become really good at your job, honest to goodness, or you will be replaced, everyone included. Moving on to the have-to real estate market, mortgage love. I've been talking about mortgage love for a better part of a little bit over a year now. Folks that were buying their house at 3% on a 30-year fixed cannot afford that same property today at 6%. The math doesn't make sense anymore. I will tell you this, because of mortgage love, it's going to be tough to get people to sell their homes, as my agent friends know. There's going to be a few main drivers for the real estate market until rates do drop in the short term that will keep things moving. Number one, folks, of course, they retire and they move. Number two, folks, job relocation occurs and they got to sell their house. Number three, for example, divorce. Number four, expected or unexpected life events always occur. That could put a house on the market. Outside of those things, and I'm sure I know I forgot a few, variables, those are going to be the drivers of the housing market because affordability is not a driver in the housing market. So until rates come down and relax, expect this to be a very boring real estate market for better. That said, you better get really good at AI because I think everyone's job right now is in peril. Okay, everybody, that is my show for this week. If you wonder why I keep talking about AI, is because my clients have jobs and they need to have those jobs to qualify for mortgages. So more than anything, I am not looking forward to a lot of people not having jobs because they will not be able to buy a house, because typically people need a job to buy a house. That's why I keep talking about AI, and I think it's time for everybody to figure out how to get really good at AI before AI gets really good at getting rid of us. Alrighty, thank you for your time. Thank you as always for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.